Three.
Hi everyone!
Hello everybody. Our last video that we had posted, I believe it was after we had our Corvia interview. I think, what was it, a week or two ago, we had our EPIK interview. Yeah, 2 weeks ago we had our EPIK interview, and we were both very nervous.
Like that, really nervous.
Yeah, and we had, they were back to back, so I got my email saying it was going to be at 9:30, I believe, and hers was going to be at
like 10:15.
Yeah, 10:15
or something.
And we have only a one-bedroom apartment, so we didn't know how we were going to do that. So what we ended up doing was we went to my university and we reserved a study room, and I did mine in that room, and she had her own study room, and so we were basically there until almost 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, it was. What do you have anything to say?
It was scary. Not that the interviewer was scary or the interview itself was scary, but just knowing that so much was riding on it, like, made it really terrifying.
Yeah, I wasn't really too nervous going into it, but once it started, I was a little bit nervous. But
I think Corvia gave a lot of helpful information, especially not only like our personal recruiters, but they had like a webinar kind of thing where they went over like tips and stuff for your interview, and I found that to be really helpful. So I would strongly recommend participating in all of the webinars because you can get some really helpful information.
And what I noticed from the questions I was asked and the questions Marissa said that they asked her were that they were very specific to you, meaning I gave them information on my degree, and they asked questions on relating to how a psychology degree, how it pertains to the classroom and what we will pull away from that and use in the classroom. And I noticed they asked her different questions that they didn't ask me, but pertained to her more specifically. So there are general questions that they might ask you, but then there's also probably going to be a lot of specific questions that they're going to ask that pertain to you and your specific situation.
No matter like what you have your degree in or what experience you have, try to relate it back to how it applies to teaching in a classroom setting. Like having a psychology degree, sure, I learned a lot of things from it, but what I focused on in the interview is how it related to teaching. So I think you can do that with pretty much anything.
And another thing, another tip of advice is just to be yourself. Like the people who are interviewing, the person who's interviewing you doesn't know you. And so however you present yourself, interview you, that's what they're going to take away. So don't try to recreate something that you're not, just be yourself.
And don't be too serious either, because they want teachers who are really animated and who make hand gestures and who, you know, are not just sitting there monotone, like, oh my gosh, reading from a script, what do you want to hear? I'll just say whatever I think you want to hear.
Yeah.
They like when you're really, like, happy and using a lot of hand gestures and you just seem excited. You want to seem like you're excited for and passionate about what it is that you're applying for.
Yeah. And one of the things that my recruiter, what she told us, is to, even if your recruiter is very serious and he's just sitting there not smiling at all, you still need to be, you need to come across as, like she said, as passionate. And so sometimes that's hard when they're just sitting there with a blank stare and they're not even really responding to your answers as far as with enthusiasm. They're just okay. Like with us, everything I said was okay, good.
I know,
okay, and so I didn't know if what I was saying was
that made me so nervous because I was thinking, oh my gosh, he's saying okay, good for everything. I'm like, that can't all be good. Like, it can't all be good. Just give me some feedback here. And one thing that made it kind of easier was just looking like directly in the right in there, like not looking at the screen, not looking at the person, just like staring into that little thing. It makes it less, I don't know if you did that, that's what I did. It made it less nerve-wracking, like not having to look at someone. And when you're looking in that little camera thingy right there, it looks like you're like looking at them in the eye, so I guess it's better for both people involved.
And I think something that also helped sort of was for our interviews, for both of us, about halfway into it, the interviewer shut the video off. So he was just going off audio. So if you do get kind of nervous.
It was to improve sound quality, though. I don't know if it was on our end or his end, but I guess the sound quality was a little off.
So that was, I don't know, 2 or maybe even 3 weeks ago when we had the interview.
Yeah.
But the following week, we both got emails saying that we had both passed the interview, so I guess we did something right in there.
Hey. I know there were so many times, like, after the interview, I was so relieved for it to be over, but I just had, like with any interview, just so many, like, thoughts running through my head, like, why didn't I mention that? Why did I mention that? I don't know, I screwed it up, there goes my future. But I think it's like that with every interview that you have. There's things that you said that you probably shouldn't have said, and there's things that you didn't say that you wish you could have said, but overall, I think they just want to see what kind of person you are, and if that's something that you really can put your whole heart into, and to see like how serious you are about it. They don't want like scripted answers. They want just to see like who you are. But anyway, after it was over, I just felt so relieved.
Yeah, definitely. I also kept rehearsing over and over, like, the questions they asked me and what I could have and what I should have said. But to alleviate that feeling of kind of like, what am I trying to say? Alleviate the feeling of I wish I would have said something else. Just realizing that it's done, it's over. You can't do anything. You can't change anything you said, so, you know, it's out of your hands.
Just let it go and just wait those dreaded 5 to 7 days till you get your results back.
So where are we now? It's been a hectic week. We've been trying to get our passport in the mail, our FBI background check. The whole government shutdown made the whole process delayed. We've finally got everything in the mail. The only thing we're waiting on is our apostilled FBI background checks to come back. Yeah, so we sent all those in last week to get them apostilled, and we should be getting them in the next couple of days. And then sometime this week, I'm assuming, we'll send it off to Korea. So that's the next thing. So that's it for us. You have anything else to say?
No.
Okay, so yeah, we'll probably post another video probably after we've gotten our notice of appointment or contract or something.
It's gonna go by fast. Yeah. We'll leave in February and it's already November, December. Yeah, like 2.5 months.
Alright, well, we'll be talking to you later. If you have any questions about the whole interview process or anything really, you can post them in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them. Actually, we will answer them. It's not like we have thousands of subscribers.
If we see one comment, we'll be like, oh, yay.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye. Thanks for watching.